MeTV 24 Meridian proudly presents your favorite way to start the day. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Candace.
And hi there, Scotty Ray and Candace on this Thursday
morning. Friday Eve.
It
You
is.
ready for the weekend?
Well, the forecast will kind of confuse you today because you're reading it says sunny and 91. And, oh, wait a minute, there's a chance of thunderstorms. We're at a level 1 later. It is. We've got severe thunderstorm activity possible this afternoon, which will begin somewhere around 1 o'clock to 9 p.m. That's just a level 1.
Yeah.
It's not tornadic or anything like that, but it could be some thunderstorms. Let me just show you what the National Weather Service tells us. And here that is. Oop, wrong button. Let's make it where you can read it. Doesn't that look better? And that's what we've got this afternoon. It's going to split Lauderdale County, the western side, the same thing as Clark County, and just a smidgen of Kemper County will get involved in this. But you'll have sunshine for the most part. And then after 1, a chance you may get your laundry wet on the clothesline.
Yeah.
Of those of you who love stiff clothes that are like sandpaper.
I don't know how some people love that. Yeah.
What year did bounce become a part of everything?
I don't know, but it was a really good invention.
It was, wasn't it?
Whoever invented the dryer sheets and the softener sheets.
Then every now and then
Makes
there's
some
an
money.
old boy that's got starch in his underwear that his wife's got mad at him and she makes sure it's stiff. He can't walk.
At least she didn't put itch powder in his underwear.
I've heard of that happening too.
Yeah.
We used to have.
That'd be awful.
Does this even exist anymore? Does anybody remember that jokester store that used to be? There was one in Jackson called Spencer's, to where you could get gag gifts and things of that nature. Is that still in business or is that gone?
I don't know that we have anything like that. But
Years ago.
gag gifts are funny, though.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a good prank in the office every once in a while to lighten the mood.
I know. I like to laugh and cut up.
It's fun.
As you can tell, we cut up a good
Oh,
bit.
absolutely. Candace just gets even later is the bad part. Scared. We do hope your morning is going well for you. A lot going on today. The Clydesdale. How many people know what they are? They're in town today as we look at this. Oop, wrong button. Let's show it that way. There are going to be several places this weekend as we look at this. These are magnificent horses. As I spoke to them, they're going to be at their business after hours, their anniversary there this afternoon at Budweiser, 4:30 to 6:30. And then they're going to be here for the big parade, the 13th, which will be tomorrow, Friday the 13th, downtown Meridian there. And then on Sunday, they'll be at the Brick House from 2 until 4. So there's lots of opportunities. And I wanted to say, we had a young lady that sent us her picture yesterday afternoon with the horses down at Buffalo Wild Wings. Hang on, I'm going to get down there to it. Here we go. This is the horses. This is one of them from yesterday. Buffalo Wild Wings.
Those are pretty horses, though.
They are.
Huge. Especially when you're a little kid. They look massive. You know.
Yeah.
They are massive, but they look like giants.
Sure do. So hopefully there's a lot of opportunities for you to get out and enjoy that. Let's see. Tonight, Emily White is going to be the opening act for Randy Hauser at the Temple Theater. If you'd like to see some great entertainment, they'll be there.
Yeah.
That's good. There's also, let me think here. We've got the event coming up right here. I want to remind you of this also, especially if you live in this part of the neighborhood. Visit this at sammedia.network, a neighborhood watch meeting tonight beginning at 6 p.m. It's going to be at the New Life Community Church at 3000 State Boulevard. So no reason not to be involved if you live in that area.
I think it's good when they have the community watch groups, come together and try to help.
Candace tried to have one in her neighborhood, and, well, no one else lives there. She kept calling herself.
No.
Hey.
We have our own little, on our road, community watch.
Yeah, they live 3 miles down the road, her closest neighbor.
I've called my neighbor and said, look, I don't know who this car is sitting in the curve down there, but they are not on this road usually. I don't know who they are.
They ain't got a business up in here.
They're a stranger.
Let's see, pet vaccines. And we all know that when times get tough, you can't afford certain things. Mm-hmm. This is going to be free to the community, and I like this. This is going to be free pet vaccines coming up. What is it, May the 26th?
Yeah, May the 26th and also June the 9th, 5 to 7 p.m. It's going to be at the Lauderdale County Animal Control Shelter.
Rocky Lane right there in Meridian, that new building there. So If you'd like to have your pet taken care of, they'll do that twice in June and once this month.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because that is expensive to get things done with your pets at the vet. I mean, it is.
Absolutely. So we hope you'll take advantage of that. Just one of the things there that are good. Let's see. Denise says she has 2 deputies that are her neighbors. That's her community watch. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is. That is. I have a friend whose husband is a deputy. If I always have questions, I end up calling him. I'm like, hello. He'll say, yes, ma'am. That's how he answers.
Amy Barrett said she's going to miss out on the Clydesdale because her son is getting married this weekend. I saw Amy this weekend. She was hustling raffle tickets, giving away stuff out at Collinsville Day. Never did hear who won the cup that she was giving away. So give me a name, girl.
Yeah.
We brag about them winning something.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Big news this morning, the breaking news of today. You hate to tell these stories, but a fact is a fact of what went on, and let's go to what we've got this morning of what has gone on. We have 1 dead in Meridian as we go back to sammedia.network. There, 1 dead in an overnight shooting. Where did this happen? It was right off Highway 39, and we'll show you the map in just a moment to let you know this. From the words I'm getting, 4 to 5 shots were fired, 1 to the chest, and I think he may have gotten a bullet somewhere else. A 21-year-old man is now dead in Meridian. This happened roughly around 2 a.m.
21.
21.
That is young.
Now, no names are being released at this time until the next of kin has been identified. Yeah. Horrible news for us. But, as we watch this has been a common occurrence. I don't think it's a shock to anyone. Let's go to the map and pull this up where you can see where this is. If you didn't watch our broadcast this morning at 6:30 as we brought you the breaking news then, here we go. Let's take a look at this. This is where the shooting took place. Let's back out here. This is Highway 39. This is where you'd come to the red light to go straight to Meridian. Coca-Cola sits there, and you go up Highway 39. You will go past Dairy Queen and get right up here near EMEPA. This is on the right. Here's John O'Neill Johnson Toyota. Right through here, after you pass the El Cheapo store, is where this occurred. It's an apartment complex, and as you can see in the background right here, this is where this murder happened. He was sitting in a car in the parking lot. Now, do we believe this was a target? I do. Mm-hmm. Can I prove that at this point? No.
Right.
But he was sitting in a car at 2 a.m. Goes back to you can't speculate of what and this, that, and the other. Yeah. But if you're at home, wouldn't happen there.
This is just getting it's gotten bad. It's been bad. I'm just hoping that it's almost, this crime, it's like it's horrible. It's just like a cancer in our society. You know what I'm saying? It's like that you want to eliminate it. Everybody needs to work together. And if you know anything about any of these crimes, you need to let someone else know. Now, authorities.
You see this map here. It's been a lot of activity west of here, back over to 493 through this area here, and a little bit up in here. But this is a lot of things happen there in the wee hours of the morning always. Now, also yesterday morning, we told you about it happened yesterday, a gunshot victim in Meridian. Mm-hmm. And there's a warrant out for somebody. And let's just look at where all of this happens here. Let's take a look who the Meridian Police Department, as soon as I put my fingers on it. Here we go. Wanted by the Meridian Police Department. Here we go. And this was a shooting that happened yesterday, an active warrant for Brian Boler. He's wanted for aggravated assault, a felon in possession of a firearm. This is in retaliation to the shooting that occurred on 39th Avenue a few days ago. As each one, this progresses. Mm-hmm. If you know the whereabouts of Boler, please contact the Meridian Police Department, 485-1893. Now, as I mentioned this morning, I had several people that said, you've got that wrong, how you wrote that up. Make sure do not approach is listed in there. I don't know the gentleman, but they seem to think it wouldn't be a good idea to just call police, just back away, don't confront. Yeah. Call the police department, let them handle this situation. Mm-hmm. Serious there. And let me tell you about something else last night that occurred. Now, no one was arrested. They didn't get anybody, but I say this for your safety so that you'll know your whereabouts. Highland Park area, as we've seen many times, there's a lot of crime in that area. Someone reported they were driving down the road and they saw 5 males walking down the road. They all had gloves on and they had masks on. And 2 of them were carrying guns. Let's go here. Now, when the headlights hit them, they scrambled out of the road. They did call police to let them know about it. Here's Highland Park. Right here is where this all went down here at the intersection there, State Boulevard, 20th Street and 45th Avenue.
Isn't there is there a store right around there? Possibly.
Yeah, there's one, Texaco, right there. Right there in that curve. So keep in mind that things like this do happen overnight. We don't try to hide anything. We try to let you know where things go on so that you're aware of it. This is not running down any community by any means. This is just, this happened. Eyes alert. Pay attention when you're out and about. We don't want you harmed. Your life is worth a lot. There's so many people that depend upon. People don't realize that.
Yeah.
Like they'd starve over at your house if you come up missing for 2 days.
I don't know. Everybody. No, I don't think they'd starve.
And I say that jokingly.
But I know what you mean.
But think about that, of who you influence, what you do every day. Somebody depends upon you. Your family does. Your friends. So we want you safe. Let's view the headlines this morning. We've got more coming up. Y'all don't rush off. We'll be back with more information. What's going on right here with Scotty Ray and Candace. Spring is here, and it's time to quit spending all of your weekend cutting grass when you could step up to a Skag zero-turn mower. Freeman Tractor in Collinsville has the #1 rated zero-turn mower, Skag, with cutting widths from 36 inches to 72 inches. Skag, the #1 choice of professional landscapers because they know nothing outcuts or outlasts a Skag. 0% financing for 48 months with payments starting as low as $129 a month. Stop by Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 and see coleslaw or buttermilk.
I'm attorney Richard Schwartz. Accidents happen, but getting you everything you deserve may not happen without an experienced law firm on your side.
From the moment you call, we go to work.
Investigating responsibly while keeping you updated constantly.
We're available 24 hours a day, so don't wait.
For more than 30 years, we've helped get our injured clients' medical bills paid
And fought to get them the most money possible. Remember, one call, that's all.
Welcome back. We are Scotty Ray and Candace. If you can't tell, I'm Scotty Ray.
Yeah, I'm Candace.
We hope you did. Who did she say won the thermos?
Let's see, where was that at? Lee Rayner. Lee Rayner won the thermos.
There you go. There was a lot of things given away out at Collinsville Day. So I hope you walked around, dropped your name in a bunch of those there.
Yeah.
And also, Amy's complaining. Let's see, what did she say? You told me that the man is the head of the household. She's okay with that. But I tell my husband which pants to put on.
Yeah. He may wear the pants, she said, but she tells him which ones to put on.
Bless his heart. I bet it's rough living with you, Amy.
Yeah. Well,
she's trying to
I
make
don't
the
think
boy
so.
impact. I see it coming. I'm trying to protect
goodness.
him. As we begin this day, we thank you so much for being a part of what we do every day and joining us as we pass along information. We want to keep this in mind this afternoon. The back porch is where they'll be beginning in a couple hours there. Richard Ferguson, they're going to have a benefit concert to benefit him and his family. His wife is still in rehab. And we pull this up just to give you an idea of what they're doing. This afternoon between 10 and 2, at the back porch, they're going to be selling tickets to the benefit concert that is coming up at the Temple Theater in June. We've got a lot of gospel groups that are going to be selling barbecue plates for that day, and also they're going to be having, an auction there, or a raffle. That's the way to word that. They'll be selling tickets to all three of these this afternoon at the back porch. So if you could drop in and see Ray, get your tickets early, and help out someone in our community that needs it.
Yes.
That's going on. A lot of time in the hospital.
We were talking about the crime, and you were saying that, I mean, like curfews and stuff might be
I think
a
it's
good idea. I think
reached it.
I mean, you got to think about all options, at this point.
Yes.
What would help? I mean, maybe a curfew would help. Somebody's out after a certain time.
And we have it. If you're seeing this, it deals largely with the younger generation. As the gentleman that we found out that was killed last night was 21. We see a lot of these, the two people that were killed earlier, 17, 18, or 19 years old, very young. Let's draw a line. Now, again, we haven't heard from the administration, meaning City Hall, any of the people that were our elected officials, haven't made statements. So we've had 3 deaths, still no press conference as to what's going on and what they're going to do to curb this. We'd love to hear from Jimmy. We're not mad at Jimmy. We just want to hear from Jimmy. Again, say something, do something. Let's step it up and let criminals know they can't get away with that in our community.
Yeah.
That's what we want. That's what we hope. That's why we elected people. City Council, where are you? Where, oh where? They're kind of quiet right now. We don't need anybody else's life lost on this. But I really think, as we discussed that quickly there, of a curfew after, whether it's after midnight or after 11, you can't be on the streets until this is all
or maybe
kind of
different checkpoints around the city, and at certain times where you check for license, insurance. I mean, and if there's happens to be any kind of anything not on the up and up, deal with it. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know what the answer is. I just know that, I think people would be for anything right now to help the problem.
And the thing about this is, a lot of people go, well, you talk about this a lot. You call too much attention to crime. Maybe I do, but you do need to be brought to attention to where if you catch it early, then later you don't have a bigger problem.
Well, people want to know.
We're going to keep on preaching.
Look, people stop me all the time and say, thank y'all for.
Oh, I thought they were going to comment on your hair.
No. But, they stop me and say, thank y'all for putting that out there. And, of course, I show up every day and, help report it. But Scotty Ray does most of the work. But I'm just telling you, it is a lot of work to find this stuff out. But people are appreciative of that.
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
want to know. I mean, especially people who have kids, teenagers who are out and about and, but everybody has to go to work every day. They have to shop. They have to go get groceries. They want to know what's going on. Nobody wants to be in the dark about things. And I think it's a good thing. The people who have an issue with it, I don't know why you would have an issue with it. Unless,
you can live in Clark County. You can be watching us from Louisville. At some point, you're going to come to Meridian. And we want everybody that comes to the city to feel safe.
Yeah.
To where,
you do. You do. Years ago, this was considered like a retirement community. They loved it so much they wanted to come back here and retire.
Yeah.
Too. People who, I did a lot of women's hair who their husbands were pilots. They were in the military, and they would always say, we planning on coming back here and retiring, raising our kids. And we want that back. We want Meridian back like it was.
And we've got one of the biggest festivals that we have all year starting this weekend in downtown Meridian with the 3 Foot Festival, a lot of activities with the Jimmy Rogers Festival, and we want you to feel free to where you can walk around and not be concerned.
Yeah.
That's what our hope is. It's going to be, now, don't get me wrong, there's going to be a lot of police out this weekend. They'll be patrolling this with extra security, but we want you to feel that same safeness year-round.
Yeah. And like we were talking about yesterday, there are people who live in these communities who have been there for years, and they're good people, and they want to live in peace, and they're not able to do that. They're afraid.
That's
and,
right.
It's ridiculous that it's gotten to that point, that people who have lived there, who have earned the right to be there and have earned the right for peaceful living.
Correct.
And they're not able to do that.
Now, how do I find out about all this stuff? You inboxing me. I get so many each day, so keep those coming. If you see something, hear something, send it to me. Yeah. I'll call somebody that knows and go, what's this about? And that's how we track it down. That's how it all begins. If you get a picture of something, we'd love to have it and share it.
That's right.
That's our thoughts. Oh, we got a scam alert going on. We need to get this corrected. EMEPA tells us it's not them. As we pull this up on the screen, this was posted on EMEPA, and I've also shared it. No one from EMEPA is going to call you and say, we're going to turn off your power. Not a bit.
That's right. If you don't pay it, they just going to probably hit a button.
And you'll know it and you'll call them.
When you don't have any. Yeah.
That's right. So do not give your information, your bank card information to anyone that calls you. They don't do business that way.
I don't know that anybody, like IRS, all that, they're not going to call you either.
No.
That was a scam going around a while back.
The sheriff's department is not going to call you.
Your computer is not working correctly. We can fix this over the phone. Just give us your information. No, do not do that. But a lot of elderly people will fall for that too.
Exactly.
I've heard of a lot of that happening.
You get confused and you go, well, maybe I do. Ward may call you, but it won't be for money.
Right.
Hey, you need to come down here and pick up your husband.
Yeah. Look, if you think something's a scam, ask for their telephone number to call them, back. I'll get back with you. I'm going to check on something,
Right.
Just don't.
You do that with hair appointments when people call you?
With hair appointments? No. I will call, though, and say, you have an appointment. Just a friendly reminder.
Oh, so you do reminders?
Sometimes, not always.
Okay, I'm just
I should
checking.
do it all the time because more than not, I have people that forget.
It is so easy to forget something like that.
Yeah. I get aggravated sometimes about that. But anyway, I give them a card with their appointment time on it before they leave.
Like yesterday, I called Donna Jill Johnson, and I said, Donna Jill, and again, I didn't have my reading specs on. I said, I can't find it, but I'm pretty sure you sent me a nastygram in the mail. And what do I mean by nastygram? It means show up for court. And she said, hang on a second. She got to dig, and she goes, it's not you. It would be your daughter, Madison. So, whoa.
Jury duty type stuff?
Yeah, I think it's grand jury that week, the week of May 23rd. Yeah. So if you got a nastygram in the mail, y'all double check it there, because I think they like come get you or send somebody come pick you up if you don't show up. I've been in a courtroom, seriously, and somebody didn't show up for jury duty, and they go, yeah, the deputy go visit such and such at this address. I'm like, whoa.
Oh. Goodness.
Call and check in.
Business.
That's correct. That is out there. So do your civic duty when you can. We've talked about that going on. Let's talk about, have we talked about the vaccines? We did talk about the pets.
Yes, we did.
Want to make sure we've done that. Sad news of one of the stories that is breaking this morning. A U.S. soldier is dead. Horrible. How did it happen? It was in Alaska, and it's a wilderness there. It was a bear that attacked a U.S. soldier and killed him. We pass along condolences to his family. How horrible that is. The 673 Security Forces Squadron.
Goodness gracious, that's awful.
Big bear that just, I can't imagine. So think about his family as you're going about today.
It's awful.
Protest, and I mentioned this morning, I don't understand people that go protest that really don't know what they're protesting or have all the facts.
Yeah.
Which makes me believe that somebody sent them out there. Here, go here. We're going to give you $500 today to go do this. Probably what happened. I can't prove that. This is a good guess. But in front of Amy Barrett's house, which she is the Supreme Court Justice, there was people marching, raising Cain about the potential of an abortion law or change. And again, with that, all that's being said is if it were to pass is that each state in the United States could vote on it themselves. But they were protesting, saying that Amy knew nothing about childbirth. How could she make a judgment on that? And the reporter goes, hey, you know she had 5 children of her own. She gave birth to them.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
This is when if you're going to go and do this kind of stuff, you might want to do your
homework.
Yeah, do your homework.
I mean,
research.
Really, that is just so obvious that it is rigged.
Right. Right.
And again,
you send somebody up there that don't even know what they're talking about.
I understand that not everybody agrees with my opinion on this. I do. And we are America. You have that right. Again, if this Roe versus Wade is reversed, it gives the states the right where you live to choose.
Right.
That's what it does. It's not outlawing anything. It just gives states rights. Just something to consider there. I don't think that sometimes makes the headlines.
Yeah, and there's some states that won't be allowing it. I mean,
right.
You know.
About 26 of them is that would go with this. Yeah. Who remembers Little House on the Prairie?
I do.
Yeah, she was big. Miss Laura Ingalls Wilder, you remember that? Played by Melissa Gilbert. She has changed everything. She has sold her house in L.A. and moved to the mountains. She's got a different outlook. You would think it's going to be some big monstrosity. It's not the case. They released a picture yesterday. Look at this. This is her new life.
Huh.
She's moved to the mountain. It's very mild. It's very...
Don't you think she's probably loving that, though?
Have to.
Like, just loving the laid-back life. I think it would be great.
Here's the house. And again, this is nothing extravagant.
Yeah.
She's so congratulations to her to getting out of because it showed a big picture of her big fancy house that she used to have in L.A. when I guess you have to walk the wall, walk the talk,
well,
whatever
everybody's like looking at your every move.
Yeah,
and
you got to be at this party tonight.
Dissecting everything you say and do.
Because if you don't come to this event, you're not going to get hired for the next show. There is no telling what goes on behind the scenes of being an actor that we don't know.
But good for her. Good for her that she's relaxing.
I'm going to throw this out there, and this is just commentary. Do I know this for sure? The headline points this out. We've all seen this list floating around the internet forever that people associated with the Clintons sometime end up, well, not here anymore. We have another story to pass along to you. Bill Clinton's special advisory who let Jeffrey into the White House 7 times and flew on the Lolita Express has passed away mysteriously at the age of 59. We'll leave it at that and let you do the thinking. It's out there. Look it up if you want to. I'm not sure how many names have been added to that list.
There's a long list of names to where it's just, I mean, it'll take your breath away when you're sitting there reading, like, oh my gosh. Some of them were found in like rivers. Some of them, they say, committed suicide. You know, who knows?
I would say it's not the people you want to disagree with.
No.
I definitely don't want to go to work for them.
I can't believe what's her name is still alive. What's her name?
Yeah.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
That lady that I can't pronounce her name. She has definitely got security around her.
Security, yeah.
Security. And I say that from if you've ever seen that funny thing about ordering hamburgers.
Oh, yeah.
Security.
At the King Burger.
Yeah.
Welcome to King Burger.
That was so funny.
Yeah, that is funny.
Not as funny.
I can't remember what her name is, but she's hilarious. My daughters used to mock that.
Oh, yeah.
They kept me laughing all the time.
But the funniest that I've ever seen is the substitute teacher. If you ever really want, watch that skit. It's on YouTube, and it's all about A.A. Ron and the substitute teacher. Yeah.
Denise.
But my name is Denise. I'm sitting in the office. It's funny.
It is funny. See, I love to laugh. I mean, it is funny.
Yeah. They are good at what they do.
Look it up, though.
Surfside.
Bon Qui.
Yes, that's who it was.
That's right.
Denise has seen that. If you want a great laugh, that is a great one there. Let's see.
Funny. Yeah.
Surfside. You go, okay, I've heard the name Surfside. What are you talking about? Do you remember the condo that was in Florida, in Miami, that fell?
Yeah.
So many people died.
Yeah, they said that there was a lot of issues beforehand that they did not address. And
they just kind of overlooked it.
Yeah.
You got a leak over here? Okay, yeah. The building might have a little rust. Don't worry about it. They have reached a settlement, and that number is $1 billion to be split amongst family members that sued on this. We'll follow this story as this comes about. That was June of 21. So we're coming up. It's taken a full year for this to reach it.
Yeah.
11 months. We still pass along condolences to that. That was horrible.
It was horrible.
Wasn't there a doctor from Mississippi that was down there also, if I remember correctly? Somebody from Mississippi. I thought it was a doctor.
Seems like it, you know.
Richard Whitehead tells us, don't forget, cheese is on sale in Meridian, Mississippi today at the Hamasa Shriners building. 2-pound bars for $12. Go by and support the Shriners. They're great people. We got to have the Shriners out. I've missed talking to them, but we need to have them come out one morning and talk with us about all the activities. I know they got a car show coming up and a lot. We'll do that before long, get them here with us. Good people, like them a lot there. We may even get you a little hat there to wear.
Those hats. Yeah. With a little, don't they have a tassel?
Yeah, they do. They do, as a matter of fact.
I think so.
It's the annual convention of the 43rd.
Yes.
Ray Stevens. Do y'all remember the young lady that was attacked by the dogs?
Yes, she lost her arms. Is that right? That's
yes.
correct? Yes.
Y'all think of her. She was released from the hospital yesterday. She has a whole different way of life to adjust to. They cannot attach, what do you call those?
Prosthetic arms.
Yeah. None of that. She was scalped. She's lost a leg. It's
That's
just
awful.
Be thinking of her. She's going through a very rough time as she adjusts to a new life.
Also, colon.
Oh, yeah. Part of that was ripped.
Awful.
It's a miracle that she lived through that. So keep that in thought. Marjorie said it was 98 people that lost their lives in that building. I'd forgotten the exact number. Thank you for telling us that. Let's see here. Odie. What is Odie up there talking about?
I think they're talking about that 2,000 Mules production thing.
Oh, okay. All right. Making sure we're up on top of everything.
Yeah, 2,000 Mules. And it's about the election and election fraud. You know, it says it's got documentation and video of things going on.
And I'm telling you, every time you bring that up, I just think of two mules for Sister Sarah. Clint Eastwood, every time you say that. It's not going to happen, as Joe from West Virginia was probably the biggest decider on this that stopped all of this. In an attempt to enshrine abortion rights, he voted with Republicans. He felt that the people of West Virginia wanted him to vote that way. The vote ended up being 49-51 as furious female lawmakers marched through Congress chanting, "My body, my decision." Joe went with the other side. He's done that several times of what he felt West Virginia wanted him to vote. And I have to give him kudos. Whether you agree with Joe, right or wrong, what he does go with what his people tell him. He's got a pulse on West Virginia.
You know, this just enrages me when I hear my body, my decision. I know this is a whole nother issue, but was it our body, our decision when we had to kind of be forced into getting a vaccine that some of us didn't want? I mean, you know,
you're saying that they were for that to get a mandatory shot and not
the people. I'm just saying. I know that I'm not speaking of abortion.
You're talking about getting
but still,
a shot.
I think that, you know, you should make good decisions beforehand, and you won't have to make that decision on abortion later.
Well,
but
the shot is still one of the most controversial things in the United States.
Yes, the shot. Lots of people were forced into getting the shot, or they'd lose their jobs, or they couldn't go do this, or they couldn't go do that. They couldn't go in a restaurant and dine. They couldn't do, you know. And
airplanes.
You know, it's crazy to me. But it wasn't their body, their decision about that, you know.
They didn't protest on that one, is what you're saying.
They should have. People should have.
That's those headlines that are out there.
And it is still controversial.
Oh,
but,
absolutely.
You know,
there are some that are 100% for it, some that are 125 against it. Mm-hmm. Wherever you are, it is America. You should have a right if you have to take a shot. That's just the way it is. I agree with that. Mm-hmm. We got more coming up with Scotty Ray and Candace as we begin this day, as it's nice weather outside as we head for a high of 91, but rain this afternoon. Y'all don't rush off. We'll be right back.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install, or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
One of the most important places to you is your home. That's why Patrick Allen Companies is proud to provide style, functionality, and security to your home. There's nothing quite like a well-designed overhead garage door or vinyl replacement windows, or the safety of a storm shelter to help your family feel protected. Patrick Allen offers doors and windows for commercial and industrial with dozens of innovative designs. Patrick Allen Companies, safety, service, and satisfaction.
And welcome back. We are Scotty Ray and Candace on a beautiful Thursday before it rains. That doesn't even go together, does it?
I know.
Thank y'all for watching. We want to say a big thank you as we go to Jackie Thompson watching us from big city of Union. Appreciate that. Jeremiah Johnson joins us out of town.
Wayne Blackwell, good morning. Elmer Talbert, good morning to all of you. Bill Reinhardt's watching as usual.
Yeah. We have to have every one of you. And if you're watching from home, share this either on YouTube or Facebook so others can know about what we do.
Or just tell a friend.
Yeah, tell a friend, call a friend, do something.
Tune in, yeah.
All right, let's go back on this. And I have to make an apology because me and Candace were talking about this before we went on. Before I made a runt row of this, of confusing this young lady last time we talked about her. But let's pull it up and get on into this. Miss Katharine Hepburn was born on this date.
Yeah, we were talking about Audrey Hepburn not long ago, and he said, yeah, you remember that one that was on Golden Pond?
Yep.
You know?
Yep, that was my boo-boo, my walk of shame where I got the two confused. And let me be honest, I really thought they were one and the same up until that moment. And then it hit me, oh, yeah.
And then I thought they were actually had to have been kin because of the last name. But I remember somebody telling us they were not.
That is not a real common name. I mean, I don't know anybody in our area actually with that last name. It could be, but I just don't know them personally.
I think they said Audrey Hepburn was from another country maybe or something.
I'd have to Google that, know the answer to that.
Anyway.
1932, this was big news for the United States of America as we found out that the baby had been kidnapped, the Limbaugh baby. It was found on this day, slain. Oh, how horrible that was at that time. It was a huge search, and it did not have a good outcome.
That's awful.
I don't think they ever adjusted to that after that, everything I've read in history.
I can't even imagine.
So do you ever walk around singing, I Can Help to Do You remember that? Billy Swan? He's having a birthday today. That's his biggest hit. He was born in 1942 on this date. That's really it. I don't remember anything else that Billy Swan sang. He may have had a bunch, but just didn't stick with me. I've met this guy over and over. Really nice. You knew him for those that came along that wasn't around in the early 90s or a country music fan, he went on to do the American Country Countdown after Bob Kingsley passed. Did it for quite some time. Kix Brooks having a birthday today.
All right.
I like them.
You know, he was on, I think we talked about this not long ago. He was on Hallmark, one of the Hallmark.
He has drifted that way, y'all.
He was like a ghost or something on there from the past or from something. I don't know.
You have to
Kinda
stare at him a few minutes when he doesn't have that cowboy hat on to recognize him. Some people need their cowboy hats. I might be one of those.
Isn't there a Brooks and Dunn concert, or wasn't it, or something?
It's supposed to be Brandon.
Yeah,
I'd have
at
to
the
go back and look at the date.
Yeah, somebody was selling some tickets yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Good morning from Kemper County to Lilyhampton. Glad to have you there.
yes.
Yeah.
Good morning, Maureen Biles.
1958, the number one song in America, and everybody knows this song, or at least I think you do. Candace, let's check with you. Do you know this song? All I have to do is dream.
Dream. Yeah, I do remember that song.
Big song. The Everlys are really bigger than, if you're sitting here and go, I don't know those guys. Hey, Bird Dog, Wake Up a Little Susie. They were really bigger than you realize. Go back and do a little research on that. Those guys were a big influence in music. The hillbilly music there, rock and roll.
That's a big song, though. They use it in a lot of different things.
Yeah. 1962, you'd be standing in a grocery store line. What would you see on TV Guide? I just love seeing this guy on those.
I know.
Barney, he was on there.
He was so funny.
He was.
Did those eyes, you know.
it's-
He was in the military. He had a big background that a lot of people don't know.
And what you don't know is Barney was quite the ladies' man off the set. He may have fumbled around and had some trouble with Thelma Lou,
Yeah.
but in real life, he had some babes walking around on his arm. His daughter is still out there. But 1962, as you look at this, it's just a moment that is frozen in time. And it is so cool to go back and see these things.
Yeah.
62. Let's see what else happened on this date. It was 1965. Boy, but you can't, once somebody plays a note of this song, it's stuck in your head all day. Can't Get No Satisfaction was recorded on this date back in 65. I think in 2065, they'll still be on tour. They're never going away. I think they go out with canes and rockers and stuff like that now. They don't jump around as much, but they're still doing shows there.
I think Mick Jagger moves around pretty quick still. I don't know.
Kathy's Clown, Maureen brought that up. And if you'll remember, Reba McEntire would go back and re-record Kathy's Clown later. He was sucked into it. She'd do him any way that she wanted, and he was Kathy's Clown. Couldn't help it. This is probably, of the three brothers, my favorite one. Stephen has a birthday today. Stephen Baldwin. He always seemed pretty legit.
Yeah.
Kind of thinks like I do. His brother, he and his brother and I don't get along, but I think Stephen and I do all right there. Pretty good actor. Not bad at all there. Who remembers the name Kim Fields?
Tootie.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that name, but as you say, Tootie, I would know.
Yeah.
This is what she looks like nowadays. Born in 1969.
I watched her. She was on one of these Real Housewives shows,
Really?
or yeah, like one of these. I can't remember which one it was, but they tore her apart on there. I mean, you could have thought that her being a star, that she would have come in.
Got a
and
little slack?
Yeah, they would have kind of been a little more respectful, but no.
She was like game on.
Yeah.
1966. What were you going to say?
Denise Covington said Michael W. Smith will be at Northcrest Church tonight. So he's a singer. Michael W. Smith.
And I apologize. I don't know him.
He's a big singer.
Is he
big deal? So,
Christian
yeah.
singer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, check that out.
John
Thank
David,
you.
why didn't you send me a memo? Where are you, boy? 1966, the final episode of this aired on this date. A little odd, a little strange, but America liked them. Who remembers the TV show, The Munsters? She was always the prettier of all of them. It looked a little bit more normal.
Where did she come from? Like, how did she get into that? I don't know.
She was like that was their uncle or something.
Okay.
And she come to stay, kind of like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, probably.
I couldn't remember how she came about into the family.
Boy, let me tell you, 1978, I might have been 9 years old, but even at 9 years old, I think I figured out what this song was talking about. It's all right. It's all wrong, but it's all right. Dolly had the number one song. Boy, is that a strong message. Whew. She was into that affair.
Goodness.
Good song. Liked it a whole bunch. 1984, I don't care who you are, what you do in life, you know this song. He was like the master of love songs.
Hello.
It's me. And it wasn't Margaret either.
Yeah.
Lionel Richie had it going on back in the 80s. He really owned that.
I like Lionel Richie. He sounds.
Is it me
seems like
you're thinking of? No, when she hung up on it. That's how he got the song. 1987, the very last episode. I never watched not one single episode ever. I know the show was huge, and I never sat down and watched it. Hill Street Blues.
I remember the theme song.
I was a teenager at that point, and I was not at home as much anymore. I was working radio overnight, had 2 or 3 jobs going, and I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
1987, the last episode of this would air too. Give me a break.
Now, I used to watch this.
Did you?
I did. I watched it every afternoon. I think it came on after school every day.
Oh.
She was funny. Nell Carter.
That's it, Nell Carter.
Didn't she pass? She passed away, I think.
That's possible, but I can't.
I think she did.
Sheila,
was a funny lady.
Point out, that was their niece on the show, The Munsters.
Okay.
I thought that's what it was. 1992, you know this guy. He was the Brady Man. Mm-hmm. Here we go. He passed away on this date. Robert Reed passed away, 1992. Golly, it doesn't seem that long ago. Mm-mm. But 92 is a long time ago. I loved this movie. It was a little rough, had some scenes that were rough, but boy, it was good. Mm-hmm. Pulp Fiction hit the theaters on this date. Do you ever see it?
I didn't watch that. I think I watched snippets of it, but I didn't. I've never sat and watched the whole thing.
John Travolta was in it. Also, Bruce Willis.
Mm-hmm. Uma Thurman. Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel Jackson played the part very good. He could. He really. You believed that he was an assassin, without a doubt.
Uma Thurman. She's a good actress too. She can play just about any role.
1999, it would be the final episode of The Nanny. Mm-hmm. That'd be it. You wouldn't see her anymore. And I hadn't seen her since either. Mm-hmm. Has she showed up on any reality TV shows? We heard about this guy this week because he got fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wonder Years. The last of the regular show ended in 99 on this date. That was, what, 22 years ago? 23.
Yeah.
Wow. So a trip back in time as we looked at a few things that happened on this date. Maybe it brought a smile to you. Remembered a few things there.
Yes. The girl on the Wonder Years, she's a big into Hallmark movies.
Oh, is she that dark-headed girl that's in every movie now?
Yeah, she is. But now, I don't know if she's moving to that new network.
I don't think
there's
so.
a new network. I don't know, but I know that Candace Cameron Bure is. Is that how you say her
Something
name?
like that.
Yeah.
But the girl you're talking about, she's been married more times than Elizabeth Taylor on there. Every show she marries somebody and gets all happy.
Real life. But yeah, she has. She's a good actress too, though.
Yeah, there you go. We've got a lot more coming up. Thanks for being a part of this. Some great things on the way with Scotty Ray and Candace. Stay close.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, daybeds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
The Golden Apple Award, presented by MeTV, EMEPA, the Meridian Star, and our partners in education. Nominate your favorite teacher at twinstates.news.
Yes. Hey, we just got a note that the Brooks and Dunn is going to be in Brandon tonight. So that's why you were seeing that people had a few tickets of that out there.
Okay.
So let us know how the show goes. Great guys there. Let's talk about our friends at Snowden Company. Are you looking for a home? Thinking maybe of selling yours? Well, keep this. Write this number down, 453-3937. Call them first. Let them know what you're doing, and they'll get you the most and save you the best money that absolutely can. A lot of people buy and sell. Different seasons of your life is the best way to word that. If you got a lot of kids, then one day they disappear.
You have that empty nest.
Yeah, 6 rooms that you no longer need if y'all had a bunch of youngins.
A lot of people want to downsize.
Yes.
Less upkeep.
Less maintenance.
That's
but
right.
if you've got a big house, need a big house, here's your one here in Bailey. That's up for sale right now. Make an appointment to go look at that. You can look at it online as well.
Lots of land with that one, too.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Downtown DeKalb, if you're just dying to be there, look at there.
That is a farmhouse, and a beautiful farmhouse.
You can't miss it there. Dale Wood, if you're looking for a life out on for a boat, got that for you too. And just many, many homes to choose from here at Snowden and Company. Everybody gets in contact with them. See Amanda. Find out why they trust her so much. From single wides, double wides, just land, or maybe you need a business site. They offer that also. Homes, well, taking care of you. They're going to be there through 5 this afternoon. Appointment only on Saturday and closed on Sunday. Find out why so many people use them. A negotiating expert. She is a designated seller representative. Here's her team. They'll be there today to help you. 601-453-3937. Again, that's Snowden and Company. They'll help you any way they can out there.
Yep.
What you thinking, Candace?
I'm thinking I need a yawn.
Do you? Are you tired?
I'm fighting back a yawn.
What happened?
I don't know. I don't know. I've slept pretty good the last few nights, like really hard slept, but I just don't get enough of it. I don't get it. Like, I just don't sleep long enough. I don't know. I just can't.
Good morning to Happy. I guess your name is Happy Cowan. We appreciate you watching there.
Yeah. Somebody said GAC. I don't know what GAC. I mean, is it GAC, the channel on the TV?
No, that's Twitch, what they're watching from.
No.
Huh? What?
Somebody said GAC Candace. I was trying to figure out what that meant. Is that what we were talking about, the Hallmark movies? Somebody moving to a... Yeah. Anyway.
I'm lost. I don't know.
You know, GAC is a Great American Country Network channel.
Right.
So I don't know if that's
still in
what
existence?
they meant. I guess. I don't know. I haven't watched it.
Well, life ain't been the same since they took CMT, and it's no longer any videos on there.
Yeah.
You flip
I
over
still
and
love
go.
to watch the videos. It just showed you a picture of the story they were telling.
Yeah, that's the thing of the past. Don't think you're going to see no videos there. Is there proof that a woman always gets the last word in and calls you an idiot right before she passes away? Possibly. As we go to video footage, and if you listen closely and you've watched any of this, of the two outlaws that broke, the guy that broke out of the white guy that broke out of prison, his girlfriend who was a
guard.
She told him off right before she took her last breath. I can't repeat the exact word that she used, but she goes, you had to stay in some blankety blank motel, meaning that is what got us caught. She got in the last word right before it happened. And if you listen to the audio, it's there.
Huh.
A lot of blankety blanks there. She was upset about it.
So it makes you wonder.
You know, the autopsy come
What
back
happened?
said that she did it. There was speculation that he did it. But they cuffed and stuffed him in a hurry. That's a sad situation. Of what, and you don't understand it. They know it's a criminal.
Yeah.
How can you get that close to someone who's broken the law? You see them every day. Is that the only people that you had communication with? Is that how it goes southward?
I guess. I don't know. And I'm sure these people give a sob story like, oh, you know, I shouldn't be here. I was, you know, they didn't tell the truth about me.
Right.
I mean, you know, give a sob story, make them feel sorry for them. And then there's some women who think they are going to change a man.
Oh, yeah.
They think people will. Some people can change for the better, I guess, but like I
Don't happen often.
I don't think.
It-
I don't think that somebody that's. I don't know.
You are what you are in most cases. Can people be saved and turn their life around? Absolutely. Does
Yeah.
it happen a lot with people that have continued, especially when they're, you know where I'm going with that.
Probably not a good idea that it become involved.
Yeah, that's a good way to
Prisoner
put it
who's
there.
murdered someone. I'm just saying. I don't know.
As Laura Lee says, that's the Christian channel.
Okay.
GAC.
Okay.
Didn't know that. They're putting this out there, and it makes sense because I remember as a kid, how many of you mamas, before you went on a trip, made you go to the bathroom? Go to the bathroom now.
And I don't have to go. Well, go anyway. Try.
Scientists are saying that's not good, that it does damage to your kidneys, making yourself go when you don't need to. Keep that in your thoughts there. Mama said, well, Mama's wrong again, as they said in the Water Boy. Let's see here. If you were into all of this currency that you buy online, cash, the bitcoins and things, it is crashing. People are losing their money left and right. Some of this has crashed by about 90%. One of the companies are telling them that you're probably going to lose all your money that you have invested in us.
Oh, goodness.
Boy.
That's scary.
I don't have any because I don't understand it. It's the second company, cryptocurrency, has lost 20% of its value. And again, there's a lot of people that know a lot more
In
about that.
24
than I.
hours.
Yeah. Expected it to go worse.
I wonder, can you get your money out of there?
Question.
I don't know.
Bill says
I don't know how that works.
Look here. Bill says he's single because no woman could change him. That that goes back to, what was it? Montgomery Gentry. She couldn't change me. She wanted to paint the bedroom blue. Just thinking out loud.
Yeah, to me, the only change that some people will make, is just they get worse than what they were.
And I know what you're thinking. Ye of little faith is what they're saying about you and I. But facts are facts.
I'm just saying. I mean, yeah. Some people can change, but...
Right. If you're dating somebody that's robbed 8 stores and been arrested 29 times, the odds of them making a clear and kind of slim there. We're just giving you the hardcore facts. Netflix has got more issues as subscribers say, we're tired of this. Now, they've already lost 200,000 people from their subscription. Yesterday, we brought up the fact that Netflix said that they're probably going to add a cheaper service but play commercials. People are going, if you do that, we're gone. We bought you because you were commercial free.
Right, because a lot of people hate commercials.
Yeah, they just don't care for it.
I usually get up and go run, get something done real quick.
And come back.
There's a commercial.
So that is trouble for them. Big trouble, as Netflix will have to face this. Will it go down even further? Last year, this is the results of this, and this is sad. We all know someone this has affected, but 108,000 Americans died from a drug overdose last year. Scientists revealed this year.
It's awful.
Isn't that sad?
It is.
That's a lot of people. We hate to even see that.
And so much is laced with fentanyl now. These people lace drugs with fentanyl, and people try it one time and die. I mean, it's scary out there. It's scary.
Good morning, Donna Hawkins. Glad to see you joining us.
Yes.
And Steve said only Jesus can change someone. I agree with you. Got to let it in your heart there.
People can change, but it's best to let that be between them and God, and not try to push them to change, or you sit there. Because it's just, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna change somebody. They have to change themselves.
As we said, you are what you are. That's a
lot of people don't think they got a problem.
Yeah, they got a problem.
Yeah, they don't even admit they need to change, but.
As we talked yesterday about the shortage of baby formula, and the company is saying even if the government lets us open today, it would be 10 weeks before it would hit the shelves. Something needs to be done. Joe, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, knock, knock, do something. We certainly hope this gets cured there. Boy, that's a mess as we look at that. So, more on the way with Scotty Ray and Candace. Spring is here, and it's time to quit spending all of your weekend cutting grass when you could step up to a Skag zero-turn mower. Freeman Tractor in Collinsville has the #1 rated zero-turn mower, Skag, with cutting widths from 36 inches to 72 inches. Skag, the #1 choice of professional landscapers because they know nothing outcuts or outlasts a Skag. 0% financing for 48 months with payments starting as low as $129 a month. Stop by Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 and see coleslaw or buttermilk. Chet's Paint and Body, that's where you'll find Chet and his gang today to take care of your car. Whether you've had a little scratch, you've had something major, you've seen some of these pictures before, but they can fix it. This is what this goes to prove. No matter the damage, they can put it back the way it was. Whether you've had a small fender bender, somebody ran over you at a stop sign, wasn't paying attention, let's get it back to the way it looks so the value of your car will be there. Front end damage, anything like that, they'll fix it down to just a bumper. See them. 9888 Highway 494 is where they are. That's the paint booth where it all happens there. They put it in there. Won't be any flaws on that. Perfect, even in those restorations of antique cars. See them. It's Chet's Paint and Body. You'll find them out there. They help you out. Free quotes. They'll process insurance work for you. Handle all of that. Make that situation a whole lot easier.
That's
it's
right.
Chet's Paint and Body.
Yeah, and they work with your rental car companies. I've had to use them several times.
She's like, they got her photo on the wall in there. Candace is coming.
The deer are not my friends. I'm just going to tell you that. Or the garbage cans. The blue
And
ones.
other things.
Goodness.
Things will jump out and hit your car right before you know what happens there.
Yes.
Let's see what else is stirring in America today. Biden's still blaming Putin for the high gas prices. I think a lot of Americans wouldn't agree with that, but that's the headline that they're doing here. Let's see here. Joe almost fell again yesterday. Have y'all seen that?
I saw that. Going up the stairs into the airplane again.
I just keep picturing this. You know that little seat that you ride? I can see Joe on one of them all the way
Sitting
up
on
there.
one of those little things, scooting on up there.
I say that jokingly, but it's almost to the point that he does need that. Just so you'll know
he needs
that.
to quit trying to run up the steps, too. It's kind of like he's going a little too fast. Slow down, Jay.
Inflation fell like 1/10 of a point. He was bragging about it, that it fell to 8.3%. Is that something to brag about? Oh, Joe, at the same time, groceries are up 10.8%. Just in case Jen's watching, she needs to remind you of that.
It's always the blame game. Let's blame somebody else, though, so I don't have to,
I do. Am I pronouncing this name right? Moderna? Is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah.
They put a new CFO in there. He made it one day, and then they uncovered something that he posted a few years ago. They've got to pay his entire salary for the year of $700,000. One day, he made $700,000.
Oh my gosh!
Again, these posts and wow. I don't know if you've seen this, and I'm not going to show the video to this because it's disturbing. But this happened in the Bronx, New York City. As we look at all these things that go on, a lady gets on an elevator. A guy's been following her for blocks. He gets on the elevator with her, pulls a knife, and rapes her. Watch. I can't say it enough. Watch what's behind you.
Yeah.
Stop the elevator is what he done.
That's awful.
And they've got the entire video of the situation. He even looks at the camera as he's doing it. No remorse, doesn't care, shows his face. They hadn't caught him yet. Hopefully they'll catch him and he'll spend a lot of time in jail. Somebody like that, and that's where you get into that. Will they change? They usually just get worse.
They need to make it so he can't ever do that again.
Yes,
in
they
more
do.
than one way.
I know what you're hinting at there.
Yeah.
Never ever think of these people. The United States has been so blessed that we don't see a lot of things that happen in other countries. Could that ever make it to our borders? That's why everybody goes, hey, protect our borders because we don't need bad people here.
And they're coming in by the droves because they're not vetting these people. They don't know who they are, where,
And we look at this headline here. This is disturbing. Christians. There's a lot of us that are watching that are Christians. Not everybody, but there's a lot. ISIS killed 20 this week, murdered them, took them out, and people like that won't in our country. I'm just letting you know, don't let your guard down, and that's what the fight over the border is, of keeping you safe. That's been the hardest thing for me to understand is how people just don't understand that when the fight over the border and putting up security to keep people out is to keep bad people away from you. It's for your good. That's my thoughts. Now, if I'm wrong, y'all tell me. I don't mind a conversation of going, I don't agree with you on that, but here's why.
Right.
I just don't see the argument there. It's for your safety.
It worries me. I know mission trips are a good thing. They go and they help people, but it's scary, though, when you go over to other countries and you really don't know what you're walking into, I guess.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
I'm going to stay here.
Yeah.
Right here, as far as I'm going to Alabama the next week.
But, I mean, it's a wonderful thing that they go to help people. But at the same time, I would be concerned.
There's always that person as we go to Ukraine this morning. They have cuffed and stuffed someone in Ukraine as special forces found somebody that was a traitor amongst them that was giving Ukraine names, numbers to Russians. They've arrested her. She's been carted away. And that's the same thing as you watch headlines here of people that slip information from the United States. It's not as dramatic as what's going on over there, but it leads to the same thing.
Yeah. Speaking about Russia, I don't know. Yesterday, somebody said this new app that everybody's using.
Yeah, I've seen it.
With the pictures looking like they're an oil painting. You can take a picture and make it look like that. They say that that's related to,
Yeah, y'all watch
I don't know.
all that.
I'd be doing some research before I download it.
Yeah. Coming up before long, we're going to have the lunch menu coming out here from the Chevron stores. Maple's one-stop shop. We'll have that posted here in just a little while of what you can get for lunch out in Causeyville and at the 31st Avenue store at St. Paul Street. We got all that coming up this morning. Time is flying as we look at the clock, and our time is nearly up, Candace.
I know. Just only a couple of minutes, maybe 1 minute now.
30 seconds is really what we're looking at.
Oh, yeah.
And then we get to go bye-bye.
Goodness.
We'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early. There's a lot going on throughout the weekend tonight at the Temple Theater. Hope you'll enjoy this weekend as we get ready for the 3 Foot Festival all weekend long. It's going to be great.
It's going to be a big deal. It is. You have to go and check it out.
Yep.
But join us again in the morning at 8 a.m. We'll be glad to have you. Hopefully everybody's well, and enjoy your day.
See you then.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: